I'm just gonna call myself Test. Whatever. Can I? Okay. Begin. I'm a gamer. Guess we watch it again. Tex Murphy. I'm already loving it. The game, I mean, and it hasn't even begun. I just hope it works. I haven't fully tested it, so if there are bugs or anything, we encounter them together.
My life, things can get worse and worse. Worse and worse and worse. Is your daddy dead? Overlord is the hope.
Tex? Are you okay? Sit up for a minute in the camera.
No.
Oh, come on, sweetie. Let me see that handsome face of yours.
Yeah, now it's super quiet. I don't know what to do about that. I really don't.
You've never seen me first thing in the morning. I gotta warn you, not a pretty sight.
Morning? I have never understood PI standard time. But for the rest of us, hey, it's not the morning anymore.
Okay. Hope you got your smelling salts handy.
Ooh, scary. You know, my brother had a mask just like that he wore to all the Halloween parties. He always won a prize.
You won't think it's so funny when I call you in the morning. You know, paybacks suck.
You wouldn't dare. Besides, at your age, you wouldn't even remember to do it. You probably forgot, but our date starts in exactly 12 minutes. Lucky for you, there is a 1 hour grace period.
Tell me, Chelsea, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care?
I happen to. I have a nice surprise planned, if you show up, that is.
I hope it's a naughty surprise.
Oh, well, you'll just have to wait and see, cowboy. Now don't go back to sleep. Make yourself beautiful as quick as you can and zip on over here. I'll be waiting.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, at least you're here. Come on in, let me take your hat and your coat.
You know, in this light, you kind of look like a princess.
Well, thank you. So which one of the dwarves do I have with me tonight? Happy, grumpy, or dopey?
Sleepy, actually. But hey, I'll tell you what. I put on a fresh shirt. I'm wearing the tie you asked me to wear. Get a couple of drinks for me. I'm gonna perk right up, okay?
Well, you look like you've been working hard.
Oh, man, I'm exhausted. It's just that I can't seem to get a decent night's sleep.
You still having those nightmares?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think if you kept a little bit more normal hours and you ate a decent meal every now and again, you might look and feel a lot better. And that's why we have an 8 o'clock reservation at the Golden Pagoda.
Well, since you got to pick the restaurant, maybe I could be in charge of the early evening entertainment. Because if we...
Tex, honey, listen. I don't want you to think that I'm not interested. I am. It's just that I think that we have some things that we really need to discuss first.
Such as?
I just think it would be nice if our relationship could go further.
What, like, all the way to second base?
No. All I'm talking about is the ability to commit to something that has the potential to make us both very happy.
It's about Sylvia, isn't it?
No, and it's not about marriage. It's about that one thing that prevents us from being close.
What does Sylvia have to do with you and me?
You tell me.
Okay. If you really want to know, I'll tell you. But keep in mind that 6 years ago, I was pretty much an idiot. The colonel had just fired me from his detective agency because I thought everything had to be done by the book. Literally. Well, being the naive optimist that I was, I decided to go into business for myself and become a big success. As it turned out, I was about to learn some even harder lessons. There I was in my shiny new office with all the trimmings up to my ears in debt. Weeks had gone by and I was still waiting around for my first client to show up. I figured I'd have more work than I could handle in a big city like New San Francisco. And I was just starting to feel like a tiny bug on the windshield. Yeah, Chelsea, you wouldn't believe it, but I had a really nice office. Let me tell you about it.
Okay, the dialogue got a lot better after the initial scene. It's just that first scene, like the audio needs improving. I don't know, maybe we can go into the files and like erase it ourselves. I don't know. I feel like that's gotta be such an easy fix. It is an old game after all. Okay. Well, the music is quiet. That fixed that. So I had done that to counter the quietness of the dialogue, but it's not an issue, truly. I just didn't know that it got better because I didn't watch far enough. I didn't want to spoil anything, you know? Okay. So, new office, new city, new opportunities.
I fill my ashtray with candy in hopes that visitors will forego the dangers of smoking in favor of good, wholesome, processed sugar.
don't actually know the controls. I'm guessing what they are. Whoa, stuttery. Okay. Don't use the arrow keys. Okay, it's home and end to look up and down. If I hold right click, the stuttering goes away if I do stuff like movement. But if I use arrow keys, stuttering. So, mouse it is. Just like a weird combination of the two. I don't know what I need to do here. Let's just look around.
Some people have power ties. I have power plants. The guy who sold me my stone masks said either they were a fertility charm or would curse me to lifelong poverty and a violent death. Live dangerously, I say. The cabinet itself was dirt cheap, but I was surprised at how much they charged me for the drawers. This is where letters of recommendation and thank yous from clients will go. Oops, this letter from the Colonel's been misfiled. Made these vases in my high school pottery class. It was the easiest B- I ever got. It's the Linda Goodman Sun Sign series, complete with a Leo bookend. I use this tape to measure my success. I've just got to dust it off and it'll work like a charm. Made these vases in my high school pottery class. I don't want to brag, but I own every John Grisham novel ever published. These are travelogues of every country in the world that begins with A. History of animal testing. I read a couple of chapters whenever I feel like getting really worked up. Collection of Latvian literature. I use these books for scrap paper. The guy who sold me my stone masks said either they were, well, I'm not sure why, but this sculpture is called Every Day is Sunday to a Bird. The Cliff Notes collection of the world's most complicated novels. I say trim the fat. The compendium of mediocre Sherlock Holmes ripoffs. My favorite is the short story by Joe Esterhaus, The Sign of the Thong. Ay, 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 la policía! Studies in Venezuelan policing tactics. My murder mystery collection. I've read so many. The way I figure, I'll pretty much have every case solved before I leave my office. 300 years of dance and the dance instructor's guide to proper footwork. If this PI gig doesn't work out, I can always go back to giving dance lessons. It's a proud Murphy family tradition. 300 years of dance and the dance instructor's guide to proper... These are all biographies of Wayne Newton. I don't know why people always found him so fascinating. All right. Looks like the latest issue of Boyd's Life has arrived. I wonder what that crazy Boyd is up to this month. Oh, Boyd's Life. Annual fishing issue. I wonder what those twins are up to this month.
That was the second cutscene that I had tested, and it was also quiet, so I assumed all of them were going to be like that. I think it's going to be a hit or miss. Some of them will have proper dialogue audio levels, and some of them will be that quiet. But there are subtitles, and I don't know. It's as good as it gets. I'm sorry.
Nothing refreshes like cool, clear water. These are where my clients sit, hypothetically. Extreme Sports Illustrated is pretty cutting edge. The last issue had an article on ultimate chess, 30 men and 2 women in a literal fight to the death. The PI Rules is my Bible. 20 tried and true aphorisms with plenty of blank pages to add your own. I've come up with 17 others so far. The rich cherrywood finish of my new desk presents an image of stability and success to my clients. These desk drawers are special because they're Well, I had a candy bar wrapper in here, but it looked messy, so I threw it out. These desk drawers are special because they're mine.
I didn't mean to cut him off. I'm sorry.
Empty. Nothing in here yet. These desk drawers are special because they're just manuals for the phone and fax machine, you know, technical stuff. Someday, this drawer will hold my favorite pens and pencils. Nothing in here yet. I just got this phone, and it came with a free 2-week subscription to the American Information Database. I can request data on my cases, and it will be faxed to my office immediately. This perpetual motion device just goes on and on and on. Reminds me of my crazy Uncle Cadmus. This here's my little buddy.
What? What? It's a mouse. Maybe you have to use it with a cat later.
The cabinet itself was dirt cheap, but I was surprised. My fax machine's brand new. Now if I could just get a fax from someone other than my mom. The lady on QVC said these commemorative Elvis plates were collectibles. I figure I got my retirement all taken care of. I bought this dressing screen because it can double as a throw rug.
That might be everything in the room.
One thing's for sure, this isn't the only love seat in the office. This is the door to my walk-in closet and bedroom.
Let's use the phone.
Welcome to the American Information Database. We hope you enjoy your free 2-week trial subscription. Our new voice recognition interface makes requesting information more convenient than ever before. Simply tell us the topic you want researched. The request will be immediately transmitted to our central database. Any available information will be sent, usually within seconds, to your fax number. What topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Tex Murphy has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? Thank you for using the American Information Database. Goodbye.
You have a fax.
Oh, whoa. Okay, we have like an interface down here. Whoa. Okay, so it's on-screen controls for all the things that I was hitting. To be at like proper height and whatnot. What is this? Oh, movement. And this is to free roam. I see. Huh. Okay, this is the inventory here.
The only pet I've ever had. His name is Raymond.
Oh, I thought you could like use it, like wind it up. Okay, so you can left click on stuff and then bring it into the world and stuff. Let's look at it by dragging this.
The Colonel told me this book was for idiots, but I found these words of wisdom to be both inspiring and instructive.
He doesn't sound too happy. Wait, so that stuff is just gone after looking at it? What? Is there like a lore panel or something? It's like read it once and it's gone. You've burnt it. Maybe it's like
The Colonel
no. Oh, okay. I guess I need to keep that in mind. Let's see what's here. Oops.
This holds all 4 of my color-coordinated outfits. When it comes to fashionable attire, I believe in quality over quantity. This is where I keep my clean underpants. Uh-oh, only 1 pair left. I'd better be careful. Humphrey Bogart, my one true inspiration.
Maybe something with the lock icon? Maybe. I don't know what that does. I'll click it.
I'm saving these bottles of cold duck for a special romantic dinner. All of the flavor and none of the mind-numbing alcohol.
That, locks the panel to the side of the screen. It's just like it's gone.
This TV tray will come in handy if I can ever afford a TV. This is the one thing that I refuse to skimp on. It's the finest cot that money can buy. This is the one thing that I refuse to skimp on. It's the finest cot that money can buy. The Royal Game of India. In my book, Parcheesi, Twister, and Ms. Pac-Man are the triumvirate of competitive gaming. Well, 5 would be nice here.
Are you the private investigator?
Oh, that's what someone painted on the door.
I'll take that as a yes. I'd like to hire you, if you're available.
Well, it just so happens that I am. What can I do for you, Ms.?
Linsky, but I'd prefer if you called me Sylvia.
Okay, Sylvia. I'm Tex Murphy. Have a seat.
I'm sorry if I disturbed your game.
Well, that's all right. I was losing anyway.
Would you like one?
No, actually, there's a rumor going around that those things are bad for you.
Lots of things are bad for you. That doesn't stop me from enjoying them.
So, why are you in the market for a PI?
My father, Carl Linsky, died a week ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The police think it's suicide. I believe they're wrong.
Well, the police are usually pretty good in matters like this. I mean, I can't believe they'd make that big a mistake.
My father wasn't suicidal, and I'll pay you to prove it.
Okay, your father's name is... Sorry, was?
Carl Linsky.
Okay. Well, if we rule out the suicide, that leaves 3 other ways to go. I mean, it could have been an accident or natural causes, or it could have been murder.
The police say that they have witnesses that saw him jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, I guess that rules out the first 2 then. So you think your father was murdered?
He didn't kill himself, I know it.
Look, if I take your case, you gotta understand there's no money-back guarantee. And it doesn't sound real promising.
I just don't know what else to do.
Who's the officer in charge?
The detective's name is Eve Clements.
All right, I'll go down and I'll talk to her. We can get together later and I'll tell you what I found out.
I'm staying at my father's house. Here's the address. Now, about the money up front. How much do you need? Because I haven't got a lot.
I'm running a special this week. If I decide not to take your case, there isn't going to be any charge.
Thank you. I'll be waiting.
It's nice to meet you, Sylvia.
That lady's gonna get me banned.
The Royal Game of India. In my book, Parcheesi, Twister, and Ms. Pac-Man are the triumvirate of competitive gaming.
What topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Sylvia Linsky has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Detective Eve Clements has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Carl Linsky has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? Thank you for using the American Information Database. Goodbye.
I mean, I guess you can always just, like, request the information again, so it's not that big of a deal, but I just wonder why that was a decision. The captions can't keep up. I wonder if by doing this I'm gonna be able to unlock some dialogue options. Not to clutter up inventory. It should be on a separate menu, I agree. Maybe I just don't know where it is. But this feels like navigation, like fast travel, and I don't want to do that. I assume I can walk around like free roam. I'm gonna save the game. I think I need to be doing this. Okay.
My office having only a single exit is just one of the several fire code violations that made this place extremely reasonable.
Liminal spaces. Oh, we still have to fast travel? Oh, why do you do this to me? That's disappointing. I don't know where to go first. Let's go to her.
It doesn't sound like a very promising start.
Well, like I said, I was running out of cash fast and was pretty desperate for a case. I knew Detective Clements and figured I'd pay her a visit. The only problem was she and the Colonel were pretty tight, and like I told you, I'd gotten the Colonel in some trouble not long before.
Get out!
You busy?
If it isn't Tex Murphy. Sold out any fellow PIs lately?
Oh, you bet. 3 this week alone.
You know, the last thing I need is some pansy PI wasting my time.
Well, you know, I'd be willing to trade a nice shoulder rub for some information.
Give me one good reason why I should do any favors for you.
Because you're an extremely beautiful woman, and I'm desperately in love.
That's not gonna work.
Come on, Detective Clements. Even you were a rookie once. Give me a break.
All right, Murphy. You're just lucky you caught me in a charitable mood. But be quick about it. The Colonel seems to think you've got the potential to be a good PI, once you wake up to reality and get your priorities straight. As next of kin, she was notified and came in to identify her father's body. Didn't take it too well. One of the uniforms had to drive her home.
The dialogue has such varying levels of audio, it's ridiculous. One minute it's like quiet ASMR. Next minute it's like just absolute screaming in your speakers.
I'm willing to help you out because you're just getting started in the business. But don't abuse the privilege. 6 witnesses saw Linsky take the dive. Their stories matched up and they all checked out.
And they all ID'd Linsky.
Not exactly. None of them were close enough to make an absolutely positive ID, but they described his general appearance, build, and clothing. Body wasn't found for a couple of days. Wasn't in the best shape when we fished it out of the bay, but we were able to make an identification using the personal effects found on the body. Coroner said the cause of death was drowning. No other injuries, though there was a scar back here. Linsky probably had surgery done recently. That's all. We didn't follow it up since it had nothing to do with his suicide. Standard stuff. Wallet, keys, and a suicide note neatly sealed in a Ziploc bag. I'd let you see it, but it's logged in as evidence. The handwriting, incidentally, was a 100% match.
So you're saying you're not going to take my case?
Well, I don't want to take your money if I can't help you.
Fine. Leave.
I'm just being straight up, okay?
If you won't help me, I can do what I can on my own. It certainly won't be the first time.
I charge $400 a day plus expenses.
I have $1,000. If you can prove it wasn't suicide, I'll give you $10,000 later.
It's a deal. Now you're gonna need to tell me everything you know so I can get started.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tex. I found a scrap of paper here with the address to your office written on it, no name. If my father didn't contact you, he must have gone to see someone else who works in your building. Before I came to see you, I checked the directory in the lobby, but didn't recognize any of the names.
Why don't you think your father would commit suicide?
He never would have considered it. He took good care of himself, and he often told me he was going to celebrate his 100th birthday by going skydiving.
Well, do you know anybody who'd want to see him dead?
No, no one. Everyone liked him. He was a kind man. I know the police confirmed that the note was in my father's handwriting, but it doesn't matter. I know it had to be a forgery. My father mentioned that he had had surgery performed, but he said it was minor and didn't say any more about it.
Detective Clement said you didn't pick up your father's personal effects.
I really don't remember much after they asked me to identify the body. An officer drove me home, and I haven't gone back.
Well, they won't release the personal effects to me, and I'm hoping I'll be able to go through them so I can see if there's any kind of lead.
When we're done, I'll go pick them up and meet you back here. She wasn't very friendly or helpful. I think she already made up her mind about my father's death. All I want to do is find out the truth about my father's death.
After I finished talking to Sylvia, she gave me a spare key and said I was free to look around the house.
Oh, Sylvia was playing you like a kazoo.
Well, more like a game of trouble, as I began to realize when I started poking around Linsky's house. I've never been a fan of dominoes. I figured that time wasted playing dominoes could be time well spent playing a rousing game of Parcheesi.
He prefers Papa John's.
The note reads, Blackjack and dominoes. I wonder who this Blackjack is. Sounds like a pirate. Unless, of course, it refers to the number 21. But how does 21 tie to the dominoes? I've never been a fan of dominoes. I figured that time wasted playing dominoes. Someday, I'll get my own Dr. Watson. Then we can sit in chairs like these and discuss my brilliant powers of deduction. Linsky's taste in books ran the gamut from lackluster all the way to incomprehensible. There's always time for a new case. I don't think there's going to be much to find in these kitchen cabinets. Standard kitchenware. Standard kitchenware. Standard kitchenware. Standard kitchenware. Freezer's well stocked.
I wonder what these items were. Is that Sara Lee pound cake? Is that a Hot Pocket?
Sheesh, even I know you don't keep bananas in the fridge.
Cranberry juice.
Plenty of all 4 food groups in here. Freezer's well stocked. Waste not, want not. Waste not, want not. That looks like an oven to me. Looks like an oven to me. I don't think there's going to be much to find in these kitchen cabinets. I'm no expert, but I'd guess that's a microwave. Well, it's pretty clear Linsky didn't intend to starve himself to death.
I mean, he had a well-stocked fridge, well-stocked kitchen. People who are suicidal don't buy groceries. I don't know. I think this is the clue that they're trying to give us here. What was the thing that I picked up?
I wonder if this was for Linsky's personal use. If so, he may have had a little addiction.
Ow. De Leon Health Services.
Blackjack and dominoes, and 21 horizontally, vertically, and diagonal. Maybe Linsky had some code number if the dominoes were placed in a special order of 21 in all directions.
Oh boy, puzzles. Okay. I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, we have to do it right now. Hold on. I'm not ready. I want to look around more.
This must lead to the bedroom. Looks like a half-finished letter. It appears Carl Linsky was about to dump someone named Dolores.
Okay.
Antique dresser. Nice quality. Some t-shirts. That's a nice sweater. Shirts, pants, sweaters. Nothing interesting. Brand new cotton briefs. Larges, too. I wonder if I oughta... Nah.
Why not?
There are only 31 pieces on the chessboard. Seems like an odd number. I guess Linsky didn't plan on entertaining when he bought this bed. Linsky wasn't exactly a fashion animal. Most of these clothes look 20 years old. An armoire. One of the 9 French words I can pronounce like a native. This photo certainly is an eyeful. Flowering trees in a fragrant meadow. This picture has to be really old. Scrap paper, notepad. Something on professional letterhead. This could be interesting. So Linsky signed a book deal and wasn't delivering the goods. The question is, why? So Linsky signed a book deal and wasn't delivering the goods. The question is, why?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to back out of it, and I wanted to read more. Again, the volume is just so loud. I'm sorry for that.
Junk mail, catalog. I wonder if Linsky's little black book could be green. Looks like Linsky bookmarked the address for Dolores Lightbody.
I think I got what I needed from here.
That's the front door. Looks like something a flapper would languish on. The fire makes the living room feel quaint and cozy.
Wait, why did saving the game make the music come back? Oh wow. Is that a bug? I think that's a bug. Okay, so it's 21 across for all of them. Oh, okay. Oh no, my time, my points. I don't know. Whatever. I guess it just counts against me later. I don't know what the points mean.
A light is flashing by the 4, the 9, and the 8. These three numbers are probably useful.
Did I win? 498?
A light is flashing by the 4, the 9, and the 8. These three numbers are probably useful.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen anything in the room that would require like button inputs. Did I go here? Oh, secrets.
My deductive powers tell me that this ladder could lead to the attic. My deductive powers tell me that this ladder could lead to the attic. Typical packing boxes. Great. Nothing special. Typical packing boxes. Well, if there aren't any monkeys, I'm not interested. Could be a bar stool. My mother still hasn't forgiven me for quitting piano lessons. Then again, she still refuses to believe the rumors about Liberace. From the looks of this mattress, Linsky must have told his kids scary bedtime stories. It's a chair, all right. It's a shame credenzas went out of style. I wish I had 2 or 3 for my office. Whatever's under the sheet looks remarkably like furniture. Why would anyone keep something this handsome and ornamental hidden away in the attic? Nifty little air vent.
I thought it was a large film reel.
Titanium cabinets like these are guaranteed to withstand a nuclear explosion. Something I always look for in a warranty. Well, I bet no one thought to look up here for a pirate's chest. Old college research papers. Looks like somebody was having fun with crayons. Nothing useful. Nothing useful. Locked. I'll need to find a little something before I can open this.
All of it? Okay.
A fancy roll top. Think I'll take a look under the hood. Paper, pencils, paper clips, not much else. A fancy roll top. Think I'll take a look under the hood.
I see a screwdriver, a highlighter. There's a lot of stuff that you could use here.
Nothing useful. 20-year-old tax return. Fascinating. This could be worth looking at. Some sort of light source.
They're in my head. They're in my head. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out. They're in my head. Oh, get them out. Oh, get them out. I can't take it any longer. Get them out. Get them out.
What the hell was that all about?
They're in my head. They're in my head. In my head. They're in my head. Get them out.
Oh, a bunch of neurology textbooks. Intriguing. Oh, a bunch of neurology. Light source.
I was just seeing if maybe one of the books was different than the others. I guess not.
Wastebaskets often provide leads. Not this one, however.
What is this thing?
I hope this is just a space heater.
Okay. Well, let's read the thing that we got. I don't see anything else.
Typical packing boxes. I wonder what Linsky did to this Blaine Warner person. Maybe he stole his tricycle.
Fuck. It is so loud. I'm going to get you, Linsky. You'll pay for what you did to me. This might be loud too. It is such a gamble.
Sylvia Linsky's credit report.
Nope.
Looks like money management isn't one of her strong points.
Sorry, I was just reading. Okay. Oh, it might help to look at the other thing. Wait, no, I looked at everything. I just thought maybe we would find something to do with that code. I found nothing.
Looks like something a flapper would languish on.
Well. So be it. It kicks me out of the puzzle thing, so I assume I did it correctly. Oh, now we can go here. Okay.
Dolores Lightbody?
Yes, indeedy.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the death of Carl Linsky.
Oh, well, do come in.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome. Well, this is certainly exciting. A real live PI. I love detective novels, you know.
Is that right?
I guess I've always had a certain fascination with private dicks.
What? Poggers moment. Very poggers.
Well, I'm afraid that real PIs like myself, we're nothing like the ones in the novel. We're actually very, very boring.
I don't believe that for a second. I'll bet if you found the right partner to do some undercover work with, you would liven right up.
Tempting thought. But, you know, I'm just too much of a lone wolf, I guess.
The best ones usually are.
Well, I can see you're still pretty shaken up about your boyfriend. Maybe this isn't the best time to be asking you questions.
What if I refuse to cooperate? Will you interrogate me under a bare bulb?
Well, maybe later, if you played your cards right. Right now, we need to get back to Carl.
Well, all right. Where to begin? Where to begin? was about 3 months, 11 days ago on a foggy night when Carl and I first met. Naturally, it was love at first sight.
How could it not be?
Oh. Actually, Carl came to have me draw up his will. That's what I do for a living.
Well, be a sweetie and tell me who's mentioned in the will.
Just for you. The primary beneficiary was that trollop, Sylvia. You know, just between us, I believe Sylvia may have driven Carl to his death.
Well, who else would want Carl dead? Besides Sylvia, of course, and the off chance that it wasn't suicide.
Surely you don't mean murder.
Well, that's what I've been hired to find out. Now, I've got a few more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, I'd do anything to help. I think you know that. It's too soon, Tex. Allow me to grieve first, and then we'll see what grows between us.
Oh no. Let's not.
Carl's wife left soon after Sylvia was born. Oh, Carl did the best that he could, but he never felt that he'd done a very good job raising Sylvia, and she never appreciated her father. She left home when she was very young and went into some unsavory kind of work, escorting or something like that. Carl's heart was nearly broken. They hadn't been close in years.
It's always funny when it shifts back to this still frame of her. It just does not line up at all with the video. Something is growing alright. Oh no.
I can't really help you there. Carl loved to play games. Many a romantic evening we'd while away the hours playing dominoes or backgammon. Carl also loved to play chess. Carl received regular packages from them, vitamin supplements, I suppose. Carl was very health conscious. He often said he wanted to live forever. This note is clearly a forgery. I will not dignify it with a response. I don't play very well myself, but Carl did. He said that life itself is a chess match. Me? Oh, I'm still in shock, as you must imagine. It'll be weeks, maybe months before I'm able to love again. Oh, I wish I could be of more help. I'm afraid Carl's estate consisted of his home and his speeder and not much more. I'm afraid Carl wasn't very good with money. He stipulated in his will that everything be divided between his daughter Sylvia and the North Hill Clinic. Of course, the real money that trollop Sylvia will get will be from his life insurance policy. Carl worked there for years. It's a very exclusive medical facility, you know. I've been in touch with the director, Arnold Sternwood. That was Carl's way of making amends to Sylvia. And I'm sure it's the only reason Sylvia has you investigating her father's death. He's an extremely attractive man, but also very busy. If you'd like to see him, I can try to arrange an appointment with him. I'll call you and let you know. Then you'll have to owe me a favor. I loved Carl desperately. We were very happy together. I can't for the life of me imagine why he did what he did.
Because he didn't do it.
So that was my introduction to Dolores Lightbody.
Oh, the way she talked about Carl, it sounds like she was living in denial.
Actually, it was Sausalito. But she did have a way of looking at things through steamed-up glasses. And she also had some valid concerns about my client, which I brought up with Sylvia later that day.
I thought maybe we would have the ability to call the lady that we have the job for, but I guess not. What?
Sylvia Linsky came by to pick up her father's personal effects. Must be nice having a job for a change.
Yeah, it's nice. But I'm gonna have lots of clients. I bet they're practically gonna be knocking down my door.
Yeah, right. It's probably your landlord looking for back rent.
Yeah. You're kidding about that. You know, Lieutenant, I mean, we could sit here all day and trade friendly insults, and that might be pretty fun. But you know what I need right now? I need the help of an intelligent, knowledgeable, not to mention gorgeous policewoman right now.
You're not as charming as you think, Murphy. What do you want? I don't play, if that's what you're asking. I haven't got any information on that. Never heard of it. I don't play, if that's what you're asking. I don't know the name. I don't have a lot of time to waste, Murphy. Never heard of him.
This lady knows nothing.
I don't have a lot of time to waste, Murphy. I haven't got any information on that. I've heard of it, but I don't have any privileged information about it.
That was a pointless visit.
What topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Carl Linsky's suicide note has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on dominoes has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on De Leon Health Services has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research?
We're gonna get so many faxes.
A search for information on Dear Jane Note has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on chess has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Dolores Lightbody has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Blaine Werner has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Carl Linsky's will has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on North Hill Clinic has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Carl Linsky's life insurance has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Arnold Sternwood has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? Thank you for using the American Information Database. Goodbye.
It didn't give us one for every single one that we looked at. That's too bad. Maybe there's a cap on how many you can request. Or there's just nothing.
Here are the things from the police. There wasn't much. His wallet, a set of keys, 2 go to the house, 1 to the speeder. The other 2, I don't know what they go to. They also gave me a copy of the suicide note.
I'll check them out. I've got a few things I need to run by you. I went out and I talked with Dolores Lightbody today. Apparently you two aren't exactly soul sisters.
She is hideous. I don't know what kind of black magic she used on my father, but I can't think of any other explanation.
Dolores told me about the will. Apparently you're the beneficiary.
Why are you treating me like I'm a suspect? For your information, if I sold the house and the speeder and added it to the cash, I might be able to pay off my father's debt. I'm not going to benefit from this will.
Except, of course, the $1 million life insurance policy.
I'm not going to get a cent of that. I'm surprised you're even asking me about that. You know, life insurance policies don't pay off in cases of suicide.
And that's why you retain my services.
Well, you can think that if you want. But I don't have to stick around here and be insulted by the hired help.
Ouch.
Yeah, I violated PI Rule 17. Never upset a client. She was right. I was the hired help, so I went back to work. The manila envelope Sylvia had given me turned out to have some pretty useful items in it. pain is unbearable. If Linsky really wrote this, I'd like to find out exactly what he's referring to.
Is that the guy from his dream in the beginning? Let's read on. Where was that locked door? Or cabinet? It was somewhere here.
Well, what do we have here? Appears to be a rental agreement. Junk mail and an old computer manual.
Okay. Now we have like a nondescript key. No idea what to do with that. I don't see anything that you can open. Nothing that needs opening. Double check this room again. Everything is locked away. Or rather open, not locked. Maybe it's for somewhere else. What's this? Let's look at it. The lease.
From the looks of this, Linsky had a secret special place that he didn't want anyone to know about. Linsky's secret workshop was out by the spaceport in an old warehouse. The key from the manila envelope fit the lock and I stepped inside.
Was anyone there?
No, and I doubt anyone had been there since Linsky. The place didn't appear to have been searched, judging by all the interesting things I found. I'm fairly certain these barrels should stay nice and closed. Judging by the lack of dust on the box, I'd say it was opened fairly recently. Looks like a package of electrical doohickeys. The circuit conductor kit could come in handy if I ever need to repair a circuit grid. Hey, there's first time for everything.
Oh, I sense a puzzle.
This cot is clearly inferior to the one I have. Must be hell to sleep on. And no wonder Linsky killed himself. The letter looks like it could be interesting. Well, this letter was written almost a year ago, and I'm guessing Linsky wasn't too happy to get it. If I can track down this Wanda Peck, maybe she can explain the context of the letter. Mattress. A filthy, stinking mattress. Great. Nothing special. A good sturdy printout with a few notes added in Linsky's handwriting. Nothing in here. Good sturdy file cabinet. Good sturdy file cabinet. A handwritten fax. Methinks I smell a lead. I'll bet this computer is important, but it's got a security protect feature. I'll need to attach a passcard reader and use a security card with it before it'll operate. I'm willing to bet this project of Linsky's figures prominently into the case, not to mention whoever this Overlord character is.
How strange.
Well, this fax raises a few questions. First, who's SF? Second, was he working for Linsky? And third, what was he doing? Sounds like he just might have been canceling some people's subscriptions to Life. Corkboard covered with drivel. Corkboard covered with drivel. A curious place to hide a note. Linsky didn't strike me as the sort of guy who'd use random profanity, no matter how mild. This may be a message or a code. I'm no brain surgeon, but if I were, all these books might make sense. Linsky was obviously doing some heavy-duty research in this place. First aid kit. Heal-Aid. Nothing makes a boo-boo feel better.
Okay, more puzzle stuff.
These cut-up pieces resemble a rectangular security card, but it looks like a piece is missing. I'm assuming Linsky did that on purpose. There's no key in the ignition. Even if there was, who cares? I have a speeder. I think I'd like to get into these drawers. Direct deposit slips. I personally haven't seen any of these for quite a while. Newspaper clipping. Nothing in here. I need to find out who was paying Linsky's tab. I need to get a water cooler like this for my office. Maybe someday. Bottle of pills. Linsky must have had trouble sleeping. These prescription pills would knock out an elephant.
Okay. Maybe we can use that later.
I wonder where this stepladder leads to. Just a bunch of packing boxes. Either Linsky lost track of time in a big way, or this was just his favorite month. The word safe is a misnomer whenever I'm on the job. Several items are inside the safe.
Okay, that was the safe code.
I've seen this kind of thing before. It's a computer gizmo. The word safe is a misnomer whenever I'm on the job. It's a passcard reader. You attach it to a computer, then use a passcard on it. Well, this is a life insurance policy taken out by Carl Linsky. And the sole beneficiary is Sylvia Linsky. Well, that won't work. Passcard reader's hooked up. Now I'll need to scan the passcard. These cut up pieces resemble a rectangular. I'll bet this computer is important, but it's got a card reader's hooked up. Now I'll need to scan the passcard.
Huh. Scan the passcard that we don't have. Maybe it wants me to put it on the table.
Top quality drafting table. Well, that's not gonna work.
Feeling pretty stupid right now. I don't know if this is a case of come back.
Now, I'm no brain surgeon, but if I were, all these books might make sense. Linsky was obviously doing some heavy-duty research in this place.
I think I need to leave and come back.
This door is the only way in and out of the warehouse.
It sounds like you didn't find too many answers in Linsky's warehouse.
No, just more questions. As I headed home for the night, one theory after another pounded in my head. If Linsky killed himself, what was the reason? Because he was in debt? His apparent health problem, whatever that was? Something to do with Sylvia? Or if Linsky was murdered, who was behind it? Dolores, because she knew Linsky was going to dump her? Sylvia to get the insurance money? Or was it someone else with a motive I hadn't even discovered yet? Sounds like I've got a message on the vid phone.
Oh. I think I'm gonna cliffhanger us and play some more tomorrow. Because it's getting late. And I'm getting tired. But I'm enjoying this, and I'm glad it works. To an extent. But, I need to, get some sleep. I'm sorry.